microphone here. Always making noise in you guys' ears, test the microphone. 1 2, test the mic. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Test the mic. All right, my sound. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Let me see what can see. Let me see what can see. Let me see what can see. All right, I think my sound is good here. 1 2, test the mic. Welcome to Voice of Sinoe, ladies and gentlemen. One a day, another brand new day, new edition of Voice of Sinoe. We are about to have a wonderful show here. I don't like the quality of the video, why it looks like that. Welcome, guys. Welcome to VOSD. VOSD with Esoteric. Please share the link for us if you don't mind. We'll highly appreciate that. While you get on, do that for us. We will be right back while we share the link for you. Okay.
Story about a greedy hunter. Hey! He passed the oil royal line to the people. Yeah. The people told you are wicked, we never believe it. Now you are proving yourself. Get the people chance, greedy hunter. Right now, if in the middle of the night, I had a dream. Then I saw Boncante crying. Go and tell my people I'm crying because the leader for the each other. I'm crying so much. Then I wake up in the middle of the night. Then I call my beautiful wife. I said, come for Colette. I had a dream, baby. Crying, say, the leader fighting each other. Then I call my little son. I said, Jenny, don't sack me. Do not be like the greedy hunter or a riot. Don't be like a good boy. Greedy hunter, KOJ, we don't want you, greedy hunter. Bone tire with you, greedy hunter, KOJ. We don't want you be the hunter. Everyone tired with the hunter. KOJ, we don't want you be the hunter. Keep Pharaoh let you be the hunter. KOJ, we don't want you be the hunter. Now party around here showing how they got money. listen to the song. Hey, well. Georgians. He passing around, you're boasting everywhere, man. He's a political soko. Don't mind him. He's a political soko. We know you're lying around here to the people. Oh, yeah. There's your May 2011. They all left from Bon County, yeah. They went to the parliament to represent Bon County, my people. When they came back on the 17th, many of them fall. Yeah, my people. Those that survived, when they went by in the house, he told his friend, he said, can you please help me to become the normal assessment of Liberia? So that I can bring development. Then I stood by him, but he got a job. He was showing one of his friends, oh, a riot. This is my friend. He's a very nice man. He's a wealthy man. Let us give him the chain for the second time, so he can leave Bon County to the Senate. When you show a man all around, now read what you see be him. Amen. In the third minute time, that same man he was showing.
All right. Welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dr. Sayopo there. Esoteric. Honors to by the chosen few. Wonderful day. The celebrants of Christmas. I'm quite sure they are getting ready to celebrate Christmas. And all of that. Let's see. Let me do something here. I'm sharing the link for you. Please share for us. Follow us as well on YouTube. We highly appreciate it. I'll be right back to start the show.
Sandy on the beach.
This is my favorite song of all. Let me play this one. We'll start the show. We are about to talk. We're going to talk. We can't be quiet. Every living thing must die, so talk so you can die. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we met. Talk so you can die. You can't live forever. You be afraid every day. You don't want to say the truth. All right, so we are here to say the truth, to tell you. Sorry, guys. We are here to tell you the truth, nothing but the truth. We'll give you the evidence as well to validate, to support our position. Welcome to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dr. Sayapode, Esoteric. Coming to you live from Prospect Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. Another beautiful day, another beautiful conversation coming your way regarding Sinoe County and, of course, the United Support Association in Americas. Those are the two areas we'll be looking at, the politics of Sinoe County and other happenings within the ambient of the United Support Association. All right, so it's a one day before the birthday of Jesus. one day before the birthday, I will dance for you next time. I'm the best dancer. Don't play with me. Nobody can dance more than me. All right, I just don't. When I rather dance, you will just take the viewers focus on the main thing. Let me get the device settled here. All right, so if you're out there, you're a Christian, and you celebrate the birthday of Jesus, I want to say Merry Christmas to you. Tomorrow will be the main day. You all be celebrating the birthday of your invisible man. We wish you, a lot of my viewers, they are Christians, so I can't start the show without saying Merry Christmas to you. And I'm a celebrant, I'm a proponent of New Year, so of course, we'll talk more about New Year, but the Christian deity birthday will be celebrated tomorrow by Christians. So I want to say Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas to all of you. We wish you many more happy returns. All right, let's get the show on our way here. We want to see what I will stick to our time here today. Normally we start with greetings. So let me do some shout out to a couple of people who are celebrating their birthday. And so I want to say happy birthday to Edith Freeman. That's my big sister, Austin Sampson, and Robert Doe. All right, those are the three people I saw. So I just want to do a quick shout out to them, and we'll get the show on the way. So Sis Edith is my big sister. She's in the state of Texas, Houston, Texas. Texas, that's where she lives. And she is celebrating her birthday today. So I can start the show without first, recognizing my sister's big day. Sis Edith, on behalf of Voice of Sinoe, the entire family, we like to say happy birthday to you. Wish you many, many, many more happy returns and the best life has to offer. United States is a big country. We are all here, but we hardly meet to talk to each other. But one day, maybe you can organize some sort of family reunion, to get together. But again, we want to say happy birthday to you. My sister there, she's in the state of Texas. Also, who I want to do a shout out to here is my man Austin Sampson. Austin Sampson is a fine young man. We all were in Liberia, went through the struggle in Liberia, and were privileged to come to these United States. And he's one of those young men. The opportunity he has to come here, he did not make wrong use of it, properly using the opportunity. So today, Austin is celebrating his birthday. So Austin, want to say happy birthday. And the reason I say he's making maximum use of the opportunity, Austin he has a school in Liberia. You see, that's his school for the students. So he's a great young man from Sinoe County. And so Austin, we appreciate you doing what you are doing, man, educating our young brothers and sisters. To take over the country in the near future. Okay, happy birthday to you again, and continue the marvelous job you are doing in Liberia. I want to say he also has a clinic in Liberia and all of that. We're going to make some time to see what we can bring Austin on here to talk to him. Well, Austin, enjoy your birthday, man. Happy birthday to you. We also want to say happy birthday to Honorable Robert Doe. Another wonderful man. He is in Liberia. When I went to Liberia last year, went to his place. I mean, he got a marvelous, wonderful entertainment place over there. Very generous man. He opens to the community and everybody else. They talk about him. So he's a great man. The election the other day, they supervised the whole process, and we had the Sapo, the Purebo, development and social organization in Liberia. They had a wonderful election. I think he was one of the advisors or overseers or something like that. He did a great thing. So, Mr. Doe, we want to say happy birthday to you and enjoy your big day. All right. Those are the shout out I have to do right now so far. So if you're out there celebrating your birthday, I want to say happy birthday to you. I wish you many more. The best that you look for in life should be given to you. All right, that's the shout out I wanted to do. Let me depopulate my screen here. Take some of the things that I talked about already. All right, so the next thing, a voice of SADO. We also want to do. I want to say congratulations, of course, to the president or chairman elect of the SAPO Level Development Organization in Liberia. They call SADO for short. So a recent election was held in Liberia, and between this man right here, Mr. Garteh. Garteh was the man that was elected by the people, the chairman for the SAPO Level organization in Liberia. He's relegated Mr. David D. Cole. Mr. Cole was relegated. He was the chairman for a couple of years. So he led the organization wonderfully as well, and being a Democrat, they went through the democratic process, and Mr. Garteh won the election. So we want to say congratulations to Mr. Garteh and his team. We wish you wonderful, I understand it's 2 years, and so we are looking forward to working with you, your administration, so that we can push the agenda of our people. Those of us in the U.S. live relatively, we are okay, but our people in Liberia, I mean, majority of them, they are meandering in the desert of poverty, and so we need to work together to help our people. So congratulations, Mr. Chairman. Your victory, this victory is not for Mr. Garteh alone, it's for our community as a whole, because of the name Apollo, it means united, right? So if one person wins in a united organization, it's everybody's victory. All right, so I want to say congratulations, and we are here to give you the needed support. All right, now before I go further, you see leadership. They have leaders that were made, and that leaders that were born, and more so leaders that were made. They are not intrinsically or biologically built, or that leadership qualities. They are not biologically built or intrinsically built in them. So they are, when we say built or made, so other people made them. So as a consequence, they follow other people. They are followers, leaders. If that is not contradictory, but this is a leader. This lady is a leader. She's born biologically, she was born to be a leader. So today Mr. Doe is celebrating his birthday, and she made a call. Of course, if you don't know, she's the national president of the United Sapot Association in the Americas, President Francis Clamayas. So she called to wish Mr. Doe happy birthday, and also say 1 or 2 words to the singers, the guys that came from Sinoe. So she called and she expressed, she wished everybody happy Merry Christmas and what have you. From there she made a little donation. I think about it's a $1,000. No, I'm just kidding. It's $100. So she gave the little package to the singers so that they can buy some cool water. Immediately the woman got on. The former president, this man right here, he said, request quick. Oh, Mr. Doe, bring me on too. Bring me on too. Are you serious? The guy is a follower. After the man, I mean, I don't know whether the man brought him on, because I was there for a little bit, and then the internet started glitching up, so I left. But later on, he called his chair lady, Malajosia, and Francis just got on those up, and she made donation. You got to count too, so you can, you can say something, or you can drop little thing too. I mean, right now I broke, I took the people money, and the money finishing now, so you got to make a little donation. So Mr. Geleo is nothing but a follower, the man following the leader of the union, the great lady that will be behind him and giving all the ideas how to be a good leader. Unfortunately, all the people like the great man, Obaku Yoma, and those great people, they were trying to give him ideas and say, I'm not listening to those great leaders, I'll do my own thing. And so now he is mimicking, imitating what Francis is doing. But that's what makes you a leader, though. When you're a good leader, people got to follow your footsteps. If you're a leader and nobody is following you, you are not a leader, because that's what, listen to the word, lead.
You are in front of the line, so you set the pace for everybody else. So, Greene is now following the president of our union. That's a wonderful thing. Madam President, thank you, by the way, for that little donation to our singers. That's quite generous of you. Thank you. All right, that's something I just wanted to speak to quickly before we get to the major thing that we want to talk about here today on Voice of Sinoe. All right, let's get to the first thing that I want to talk. I was talking about it yesterday, but then for whatever reason, the internet, people, I don't know whether we have have our detractors, of course. Now, I don't want the information to go out to our people, so they did something and the people, I don't know, they blocked the video. But if you didn't watch the show yesterday, you can still follow us on YouTube. The video is there. You can watch it. But we want to repeat the last segment or the last issues that we were discussing before the video was blocked on Facebook, okay? So we want to repeat that information because it's very vital. It's vital for the people to get that information, all right? So the first one, we called it the Geleo's 2000 fraud claim trashed by Wells Fargo Bank, okay? Geleo's 2000 fraud claim trashed by Wells Fargo Bank, okay? So as I was saying yesterday, I gave you a little context, I gave you a background, how the former president went in the account and you were looting from the organization account, which I show you all the document before. For example, the 50,000, the 40,000, the 2,500, the $90,000 in total here. You see the $7,236.28. The voucher from Darius Moore, his supporter, and stuff of that nature. You can see the $2,000 withdrawn, which would have been given to College Ebele, and that wasn't given. A vice president, Dave Curry, for the 5,900 he puts in your account and he says it's not for us, and those things, So we saw the trend of corruption going on in the organization. So what happened was, Geleo, after taking the $90,000 from the account, when the new administration was inducted in office, the Myers-Manning administration, including the board of directors, the same way, the same culture, the former president, who is now following, Honorable Baku, welcome aboard, when he took over after the 7 years conflict, Mr. Obaku did a wonderful job. He united the organization, he maintained the unity. And so when Geleo was the vice president to him, and so when he left, he graciously took Greene to the bank and transferred all the information to financial team. His financial team, they left the account, and then he put, they took Greene, another guy, Greene his financial team, and they put the guys on the account, okay? Now, when Francis Clark Myers came, we told you yesterday, the General Assembly from Florida, the resolutions, one of the resolutions says that the administration should do everything to retrieve the organization resources. All right, so everything that the Myers-Manning administration is doing is in keeping with what the General Assembly said or what they mandated to do. Because when something is a mandate, you can't do. When something is mandatory, you have to do it. You can't do without it. It's mandatory. It's mandatory that you obey the law of gravity. All right. If you disobey the law of gravity, you hurt yourself. For instance, if you climb on top of the house, and you say, oh, you want to jump from there, the law of gravity it says that you can't do that. When you do that, you're going to hurt yourself. And so similarly, the mandate. So the mandate of the General Assembly is obligatory. You must do it. So it is in keeping with that. After we left Florida, the people instructed Francis Clark Myers. They say the first thing you do, Madam President, write Mr. Geleo and tell him that to remind him that we need our resources. That the first thing you have to do. So she sent a communication to Greene. The people say you should do X, Y, Z. Communicated to him. After that, Greene did not. After she sent the communication, Greene did not respond. Greene did not acknowledge the communication. So then the people said that if the man does not reply, the next thing you should do is go to work and do your work. So the second step was to go to the account to add the new leader's name on the account, just the same way Obaku did, and carry Greene and group, but in this case, Greene refused to carry Frances Clark Myers to the bank and her team. And so anyway, the people got to do the people's work. So they went to the bank in North Carolina. That's where the organization was established. They didn't go somewhere else. They went to the headquarters. If you look at the Constitution, the United States Police Association is headquartered in Durham, North Carolina. Okay, so they went to the bank. They wanted to put the new officials' names on the new account, and the bank said, "Oh no, we can't add these people's names because the prior administration is not here. The people whose name on the account, they are not here right now, so we can't do it. However, what we can do is we can open another account and add the new official's name there, and whatever in the old account, we can transfer it into the new account." Okay, so I should say accounts, as a matter of fact, because we had the operational account and we have the business account. Okay, so that's how they then open a new account, and then they transfer the new officials. They put their names on the account, and then the $2,000 that Greene left after taking over $200,000 from our account. Because when Obaku left, we have a substantial amount of cash, over 90,000 United States dollars he left in the account. And so when Greene took the $90,000, he left $1,000 in the operational account, and in the business account, he left $1,000. So when the new administration, they opened the new account and all of that, after everything was done, Greene went to the bank. You know, the man is about money. Greene is about money. All right, so he went back to the bank to take the last $2,000 from there so they can have party. You know, they can dance. You know, that's all they do. It's about dancing 24/7. It's not about the plight of the people that don't have safe drinking water. When Greene goes to Liberia, he carry water bottle, a mineral bottle in your hand because he does not want to drink the creek water that the people drink. So no drinking water, no medication, no electricity. I mean, everything is a total mess back home. But all the guy concerns about is to dance and dance and dance and dance and cause further conflict and polarize the community more and more. So he went back to the bank. The bank said they went there and said, "Oh, the bank's no money was in the account." So Greene went and filed fraud claim that somebody stole. When you say fraud, it means somebody stole your money. So Greene went to the bank and filed claim and said, "Oh, somebody took my $2,000 in the account." So the bank said, "Okay, we'll do the investigation." The bank did the investigation. All right. They took several days. All right. So after, another thing I should point out, after the bank did the transfer, right? After they did the transfer, they closed the old account, the one Greene name were on, okay, or Greene and a team. So the bank closed that old account, okay? They closed the account, and then, they closed the account, and then, so when Greene went back, the account was closed. They asked the bank, they filed fraud claim and all of that, and the bank said, "Okay, we'll do our investigation," and that's how the bank did the investigation. And because Greene name is no longer on the account, and so what they did was the communication after doing the investigation, they sent the communication, because before then Greene name was on the account, so any communication from the bank will go to his address. But because his name wasn't on the account anymore, so after the bank did her investigation, she sent the bank sent her findings to the chairman of the board, who is also on the account right now. All right, so here's the first communication. I will read the communication to you so that you can see what the bank said. All right. So before I read it, I'll do something for it. This is it's a breaking news. It's a first victory for the union. Okay, the last money that Francis wants to use to give our student scholarship over there, the man is fighting over. But for the father, the bank did not give the money. It's a victory for the union. So it's a breaking news. All right, so that's the breaking news. Greene, the $2,000 left in our account. Greene wanted the money, but the bank refused to give it to Greene Cole Geleo, you know. So, but now, yes, the first communication from the bank, let me share that communication with you. The first one, 2 letters they sent, right? It's the first one that is let me try from the 25th one first. All right, the 25th. Okay, so the 25th one, this is what the bank said. All right, hopefully it's big on your screen. If it is now, I'll read it to you. So the bank here on the 25th, the letter was dated August the 25th. August 25th, 2021. United Support Association in Americas, and they got the address of the board chairman, Mr. Slabe Sennay. So they say subject, the first investigation the bank did, okay? They said, Dear United Support Association in Americas. Before it used to be Dear Greene Cole Geleo, right? But now we have one body, so the communication got to be in the name of the organization. So they said, Dear United Support Association in Americas, we want to let you know that we completed the review of your fraud inquiry. Okay, Greene filed for fraud, right? He said somebody stole money from his account, like a personal account. We want to let you know that we completed a review of your fraud inquiry. Based on the information you provided, the information that Greene gave, okay, based on the information you've provided and the documentation obtained during our research, we determined that the counter withdrawal for $1,075.26 on the 8th month, the 17th, 2021 was deposited to your order account ending in 0698. Okay, so they are telling Greene, no, nobody stole your money. The money was transferred into your other account. Okay, nobody stole money. So they say, if you have any questions, please call us, and they put all the information over there. All right. So this is number one victory for us. Greene wanted to deprive our people medication. Greene wanted to deprive our people safe drinking water. Greene wanted to exacerbate the economic condition of our people. And so what he was planning to do is to render the organization edentulous. All right? To render the organization edentulous, meaning toothless. The goal is for us not to have resources so that our people will suffer, that he planned, you know. But he forgetting to know we are doing everything to get resources into the organization. Equally so, the reason the organization right now is going after him is because of the mandate of the people. Are the people not giving money? Who will care for Greene Cole Geleo? Nobody will care for him. But the people say, go after our resources. And that's why they're going after him. Okay. So the first victory for our people, the first account investigated, the bank investigated the first, because there are 2 claims Greene filed. So the first one, the bank said, no, Greene, nobody took money. You actually wanted to eat the people money, and we have to protect the interests of the poor people for whom this organization was established. And so they denied Greene that money. All right. So number 2, the second letter. Now put the second one there. All right. The second one, it says here, is the 25th. The first one is the 25th, and this one the 26th, the same year, 2021. United Support Association in Americas, they put the chairman address and everything over there. Subject, resolution of your fraud claim. Okay, they're resolving it, right? The resolution, what they're finding. So they put the claim number and everything over there. Dear United Support Association in Americas, in researching your inquiry about possible fraud of $1,063.08, we found that the signature on file appears to match the signature on the item in question. Additionally, we have determined the transaction was an authorized deposit into your new account ending. All right, so they call the account number over there. As a result, we cannot reimburse you. Okay, so they say, Greene, the money that you agreed for, we can't give it to you. It's all about money, that what you want. So the bank said we cannot reimburse you, meaning we're not giving the money. No matter what you do, nobody stole money. The first one we made a mistake and gave you the $90,000. But this one, we can't make that mistake again. So this is the first, the victory towards the acquisition of the $90,000 from Greene Cole Geleo. You got to understand. In Sapo, they get a parable. If you are not pressing when somebody was taking shower, just watch the person when they put in shampoo or they put in lotion on themselves. Okay? We have not gone anywhere into the case. The bank has given you the first victory. Okay? The bank has given us the first victory. It tells you that Greene is doing, the bank is not a quote, but the bank has first disproven Greene Cole Geleo. So now, it must be made incandescently clear. It must be made crystal clear. The money, the $2,000, all right? United Sampler Association did not withdraw their money. The Francis Clark Myers or the board of directors, they did not withdraw $2,000 from your account. It was the bank that said, we can't give you the money. What we'll do, we'll put it in your new account. So all they did was they transferred in the new account. It's not the case where Darius sent, Greene sent Darius and the road slip. Nobody road slip to get money from our account. No, nothing that happened. All the bank did was, okay, what we can do, we will transfer the money, the balance that the thief they left in the old account, which they still wanted, will put it in the new account. So nobody took money from the account, okay? That should be made clear to you. Nobody, so when they go around and say, oh, the other people took money too, that is not true. Nobody took money. They cannot show you an evidence. When they say the bank took money, maybe that they can go take it with the bank. But the bank said, we can transfer the money in your new account. That's what we'll do. And so nobody road slip, nobody took money and put it in our living room. And like Greene was doing with our $90,000, every morning you wake up, and then they will go to the bank and cash it out and put it in Joyce's living room. All of them rolling on it, they're happy. It's all about money, you know. It's not about the plight of the people. It's about dancing, looking at the money and dancing. Because the thing they're teasing, we the people. It's all about it. They want to tease people. They want to show, oh yeah, we get money. It is not money competition. It's about the competition of improving the condition of our people that are living Stone Age in a Stone Age condition bank. That's what this all is about. But the guys don't understand it. It's about sinking and dancing and those things. Now all the after. And so we want to say congratulations to the people of the Sapo land, the United Sapo Association, for your first victory. All right, for your first victory. This is a major victory for you, for the bank to say, you know what, Greene, we are not giving you the $2,000. It does not belong to you. It belongs to the United Sapo Association. It's the first victory. So the next thing that is coming out now is to teach that Somalian man they brought to Greene had a good lawyer before. You know, so now when they send a lawyer, right? When I got the information, I like to research things, you know. So I did my research. The first law firm was good. It would have been a challenge for us because the guy, you can see all the lawyers, you know, when you do the research, you can see their history, their track record, what they have done, the cases that they have won. The man cannot afford a new lawyer, so he went to a Konosa Somalian lawyer. Look at the man. Google is here. Just go to they got the lawyers. They got a website, or where all the lawyers in the United States where you can review their record. All right, go see the Somalian man they hire. Go see that man. The man has not won any case, nothing. So the man just hustling on Greene right now because Greene does not have the passion for his people. He has passion for confusion and eating money and dancing and sinking. That's what Greene has passion for. He wants to squander money, so he hires a Somalian man who hardly speaks English. If the lawsuit was in Somalia, then he missing because the man will go in the court there and speak the language. Then you will have a leverage. You are in the United States. The law firm that we hire, that the record I look at, there is no way on earth the Somalian man can win that. That man who's struggling to speak English. Greene say he hire Somali men to defend. You don't even hire a Liberian lawyer or African American lawyer. The man go hire Somali. Somali don't speak English. When you listen to that man, somebody send me a brief audio of him. The man talking like they will have to when we go to court, time to argue with, they will need interpreter for that guy. The people the court will have, they will hire somebody to interpret what Greene Somali lawyer will say. The man does not speak English. So Greene is about prolonging the poverty, the suffering of our people. Now, when you're doing all this here, it's not about freeing our people. You will go and say, oh, the table has turned. The table did not turn anywhere. All right. So now this brings me to the next thing that I want to talk about, called nonsensical celebration in the age of Geleo. Okay. That's the next thing I want to talk about. Nonsensical celebration in the age of Geleo. All right. Now, I just told you the first step, the United States Association won the victory, right? But we are not celebrating. You know why we are not celebrating? Because our people back home, they are not being helped. So it does not require celebration. When we have children, our people graduating from medical school, from law school, from engineering school, from technological schools. I mean, those things, then it makes sense to rejoice, to celebrate. That's something you are doing for your people. Again, I don't like to be redundant, but I will. You know why Israel, a small country, is powerful? It's because these people, they empower themselves. They empower their people academically. The people got knowledge. And that's why America, this vast country with all the resources, they're paying attention to Israel. Even if you look in Africa, those countries that are doing well, those are countries that got educated people. But no, Greene Cole Geleo said the best way to empower my people is to build Palava Hut, to build guest house, guests, and not the people house. He said guests. Guests means strangers, people that will come there so they can get good place to sleep while our people sleeping in houses that are leaking. Mosquito eating them 24/7. That was Greene. So the main priority, everything is make sure, but they say, oh, we are coming to free the people. No, the guy is putting our people in bondage. That's why he offered. So Greene, our people are suffering by home. The children are dying. Our infant mortality is high. Maternal mortality rate is astronomical. But Greene is in America and dancing in a group. They are dancing 24/7. The man had $90,000. He stole it from our account. And then the lawyers, our lawyer and the Somalian lawyer, the people say, okay, they went through all the various accounts, the court, they said the other account, when you put it here, you will pay money. When you put it in there, one, you will pay money. When you put it in there, one, you will pay money. So they give it different fees. So the lawyer, they got the IOTA account. Okay. The IOTA account is the lawyer account. Interest on lawyer trust account. That's what they call IOTA. Okay. So the people say, okay, the law firm will open an account and put the money in it. Okay. So that it will be there and will monitor it. And the lawyers wrote a letter. Here's the communication the lawyer sent. We will have the parties. When you say the parties, we're talking about the United States Association and the ambassadors, Greene and a group, the people that stole. Okay, we will have the parties out. What that means is they will put the money in the lawyer's account. We will have the parties to out the money into one of our IOTA or trust accounts. And that law firm will give a monthly statement of the funds to reassure both parties that it is still there. That's what the lawyer said. Greene, that the communication, Greene and Greene, the guy, the destiny. We win case, so the table has turned. The table has turned. No, they didn't say Greene Cole Geleo will give monthly a report to us. They said the law firm will give monthly statement of the fund to reassure both parties that the money is still in the account. Did I say Joyce will make the report? Did I say Kamala Ross will make a report? Did I say Darius Boone will make a report? Did I say Greene Cole Geleo? Did I say Twain? They said the law firm, you have the money in your possession, and the people took it from you, and you are celebrating. That's why I call nonsensical celebration in the age of video. When something is nonsensical, it doesn't make sense. That's what nonsensical means. So they are celebrating. Imagine you have the money in your account, you used to hawk it, you lick it, you used to kiss it, you used to put your hair on it, you used to smell it, you used to do everything, but right now somebody will put the numbers on people and show it to you and say, oh yeah, the money's still there. And you are elated about that. You are on Facebook and giving our mothers, our fathers, the people that took that $1, $2, no money will have in the account. And you are worrying the people. You are putting the people through what we call psychological trauma. The man is psychologically torturing our people because he does not care. The old people, they're calling around. Oh, why are the people celebrating for? They ate our money? What happened? The people ate $90,000. We're not doing something for our people, but who again Greene ate the money? We have to reassure the others and say, no. These people, they are playing game. Both men call it propaganda. Propaganda is what these guys do because it's about politics. Politics. All right? So it is not charitable organization. They don't see it from that perspective. When you say humanitarian organization, you will take care of human beings. You will take care of people that are suffering. But the guys don't see it from that perspective. They see it from the political angle, so they run propaganda. They will turn, when something is a lie, they will turn it around and make it true. Now, what propagandists do. So anytime you hear the word propaganda, just think lies. Okay? Just think lies. Maybe they will have a little or smidgen. They will have a modicum or scintilla of truth. Small thing in it. Then the rest of the thing they put around it is a bunch of lies. That's what they do. So the letter that we received from the court, they got a letter and they start celebrating because they can read everything upside down. So apparently they did not understand the language. So they start dancing on Facebook. I will read it again to Greene Cole Geleo and follow and interpret. We will have the parties to send the money from Ross's account. All right? Or whoever account you have the money, we'll have the parties to out the money into one of our IOTA accounts or trust accounts. And the law firm will give a monthly statement of the funds to reassure both parties that it is still there. And it said it will be a non-interest bearing account. So we'll not put interest, we'll not pay interest on the one. What do people say? So our people, you shouldn't worry. Greene is doing what we call nonsensical celebration. What you call joy, happiness that does not make sense. Greene is not happy here in Greene. They are not dancing because our children graduated from nursing school, or our children graduated from law school, or we have all our people over there, they have electricity, or all our clinics and hospitals over there, they got medication. That's not what they're celebrating for. They are celebrating because they are prolonging the process by which we will help our people. That's why they're making the process long, so that the resources cannot get to the people. You got to understand the history of Greene. Greene was given $2,000 for TeamJegbadai to go to Liberia to do business for the organization. He ate the money. He was given $10,000 to feed our people. He ate the money. So he is doing everything to suppress our people back home. That's what he's doing. That's what the celebration is all about. It's about the suppression of the people, the oppression of the people. That's what Greene is celebrating. Nothing else. We gave you met an organization with all the resources instead of the guy working amicably with the other people to improve the modus vivendi of our people, the lifestyle of our people. The man said, I will fight. I will take money and put it in my account. When the lawyer say, oh, we'll keep the money so that whoever wins will get the money to that person. And win case, the table has turned. See, that's how we're looking, you know. That's how we're looking. When people don't care for the people, these are things they do. And so that's the nonsensical celebration. Our people don't listen. Anytime when they see the people celebrating, come to the voice for it. Come to the voice of Sinoe. Right now, they are planning to go to Liberia in March so that they can go dance. What are they dancing for? Maybe the Palava Hut, they stole our money in the building. Come on, my people, think about it for a second. Think about it for a second. In the 21st century, somebody is building guest house. And your people don't have a place to sleep. And you're building houses for guests. You are building houses for nurses that can afford, doctors that can afford to take care of themselves. And you turn your back on the people for whom the organization was established. Think about it, people. Why you think the people, the Trump that they put up for what Trump was saying? America first. You were putting his people interest first, but Greene putting stranger interest first before you, the people. That's the situation you have. And so the fight that we are on here is the fight of freeing our people. What Greene is fighting to keep the people down. That's what Greene is fighting for. It's not for the people. It's not for improving the lives of the people. How is it that they gave the guy scholarship? And he say he cares for the people. He wants to give them. He cares for the people. And they gave you scholarship. 12 students. Your first term. 12 students. That 2 years for associate degree. The men were in power for 3 years. They gave him 12 students to get scholarship. And the man reduces to 6. And yet, the 6 student, he did not give them the scholarship. But yet he said, oh, I'm in the interest of the people. How? Is that what somebody will come believe? The guy, you see, the guy wants to be the only sophisticated man. So when he goes there, he can have a bottle of water with him. So our people can drink from the creek. That's what he wants. He can go there and be a chef. We the sophisticated people. And they deprive our people knowledge. And somebody will tell me he cares for my people. No. Palava hot does not empower people. Guest house does not empower people. No. It's a misapplication of our resources. And that was somehow we voted against it in North Dakota. We need schools for our children. We need libraries for our people to read. We need state-of-the-art hospital. We need X-ray machine. We need different things over there. That's what we need. We don't need guest house, nursing quarter, and our people will gather. And they will be voting for those things. And I will be the voice of the people, and I will be crying. And I said, look, that's how you put it. The voice of the people is being suppressed by tyranny of the majority. That's what Democrats say. They suppress the right thing. The man who is advocating for the people to be educated, for the people to get medication, for the people to get hospital. They say, no, don't listen to Dr. Ayopo. We'll be our Palava hut. And so the Palava hut is there now. Now, better ghosts going all around in that place. Nobody sleeps in it. Our people don't sleep in that thing. So that's it. The nonsensical celebration. Those are the things that Greene celebrating. That's how they're celebrating. They are not celebrating things that make sense. No. In no sense. They are celebrating. So, guys, that's it. Let's go to something else that I want to talk to you today. That's a nonsensical celebration in the age of Greene Cole Geleo. This one I call Slabe Sennay breached Constitution and divided USA on family loyalty. And this one brings sorrow to my heart because I genuinely love Slabe Sennay. And I love all of you, by the way. But Slabe Sennay, the way I thought of him, my thought has diminished radically because of what the brother is doing. Imagine, Slabe Sennay breached Constitution that he took sleepless nights. Those are his words, not my words. He breached the Constitution and divided a community for family loyalty. When you say family loyalty, my family is what matters. What important about everything else. All right. So, and when I read those things that the brother wrote, and that's why I like to read and see what people think. Because the reading, what somebody writes is what the person thinks. You know, it's the product of your thinking. So I felt close to follow what the guy was saying. And Slabe did not say, I am supporting Greene because he is right to steal our money. He did not say, Greene, I'm supporting because he sent students to school or children to school and they graduated. That's why I'm supporting him. He did not say, Greene, build state-of-the-art hospital or clinic in Sinoe County. That's why I'm supporting him. He didn't say I'm supporting Greene because he built a contemporary library, place where you can put books for children to read, technological center for our people. No. Greene, Slabe Sennay said, in whatever situation, in bad times, that's when you can know a real family member. By the way, if you don't know Slabe Sennay, this is the man right here. That's Slabe Sennay. He's the bookman for everything that you see Greene is doing. Is the guy that is pushing Greene to go in that direction. And by the way, just if you don't pay attention to detail, me, I pay attention to everything. You see what's sitting in front of the man? You see the thing that's sitting? You know what in it? All right? You know what in that store over there in front of him? They call liquor. Now liquor in there, nothing else. All right? Now liquor in that thing. So because the liquor in there, I want to play this song before I talk about it a little bit.
Hey, beat me. Just on the beats. I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. I say dale koto, dale koto, dale koto. I say dale koto, dale koto. Bangele me by your head. I take you with me.
All right, guys, thank you. Now let's talk. So let me go ahead and let's talk about Slabe Sennay here, the bookman for Greene Cole Geleo. So Slabe Sennay breached constitution that he wrote and divided a community because he is loyal to his family member. He is not loyal to the community. He is not loyal to the well-being of the SAPO association or the organization that was suffering people. Excuse me. The interests of Mr. Slabe Sennay will echo in front of him. The man's loyalty is to his family. Okay? So, I mean, the white people book here is not all to my people. Certain people know the book just to harm their people. They don't know the book to help the situation of their people. They only know the book to harm their people, to use that book to suppress their people further and further. Now, what Slabe Sennay is on. Yes. Now, what am I talking about? Let little bit of what Slabe Sennay wrote. You know that a family member, Greene Geleo, wrote a story, right? I just told you the letter from the court. When they say all the people should put the money in the account, and Greene wrote, the table has turned. And also they had to go celebrate now. When the boss man, when the Ayatollah, their supreme leader spoke, so all of them got to support. So Alexander Tote, he is also a family member to Slabe Sennay and Greene Cole Geleo. Alexander is somebody who has earned my respect. You see, you cannot support somebody because the person is your family. Okay? You support your family when they are doing the right thing. When they are doing the wrong thing, you tell them, whether in public or in the corner, but the man said Greene did the wrong thing. Kerewie Tote, Alexander Tote should go in the corner and go talk to the man. And Kerewie said, I have called the brother multiple times. He does not pick up my phone. That's the complaint. Everybody got with him. And this is the United States. You can't just walk to somebody's house. The man got to, Greene is working. He's not just sitting home 24/7. So that's why you have the device they call phone. So Kerewie has been calling Greene over and over to give him his advice as a family member. Greene refused to pick up the phone and talk to the young man. So Kerewie was forced when Greene wrote that that the table has turned. So Kerewie came harsh and said, Greene, you are wrong. Stop doing what you are doing. You are further and further polarizing the community when you write these incendiary comments. You write these polarizing messages on Facebook to put the old people heads together. Don't do it, Kerewie said. So Kerewie was very effective professional on that post. he spoke the truth to his family member. Slabe Sennay now came to rescue his family member. The man that Greene elected or appointed to write Constitution, the man said he has sleepless nights. For several years, I can remember when we went to Florida 2016, the guy was on the Constitutional Committee. All the documents you see his name on it, all the way we came to Pennsylvania 2018, 2019, in North Dakota, Slabe name on all the documents. The very document that God wrote, he said, I will never, you see, when you do this, nobody will respect you. Because you are respected based on what you tell people and what you put on paper. Your ability to adhere to what you say, to obey it. The man put it, so now we should follow the Constitution when the man who wrote it is not even following it. But that's the process. The goal is to put the community together. So he will tell us and say, that document is flawed. It's a flawed document. But who wrote the document? Slabe Sennay. The man wrote a document, but he said the document is flawed. He's not going to follow it. We got to go rewrite the Constitution because it's flawed. But Sarah, you have several years. You have sleepless nights to get us a document. But yeah, you say, you know what? I'm not following it. It's flawed. Whose flaw is in the document? It's Slabe Sennay flaws. So the flaws that Slabe put in the document, we got to follow the flaws for until we get to the next convention. That's why Slabe put in the document. We should get to convention to work on the document. So when we get to the next convention, we can fix the flaws that Slabe put in there. But in the meantime, we have to follow the Constitution. Slabe said no. So here is the defense. For example, Slabe wrote, he defended a family member. J. Geleo Alexander Tote Sr. Please disregard the family connection and speak out. Okay? Because Geleo was saying, I'm also related to Greene. Greene is my family member and I've intervened multiple times for the brother to listen. He's not listening. So Mr. Slabe Sennay said, and say you come public now, you're talking about your family, just disregard the family connection. Just say what you want to say and forget the family aspect. But the man is related to the family too. Okay? So in other words, the man should, Slabe Sennay has ostracized the man from the family. He's no longer the family member because he's saying the truth. So J. Geleo Tote, Alexander Tote Sr., please disregard the family connection and speak out. Were you not the same person few months ago who falsely claimed that President Geleo hired a lawyer for thousands of dollars? Geleo did not lie. Greene hired a lawyer. He didn't. He hired a first law firm, and the lawyer fees were so hard. That's why he abandoned the man. And now he has hired another lawyer, a Somali man. He's not giving the man rocks. He's not giving him stones. He's giving him money. So Geleo is right. Whatever he said in the past. No lawyer you will pay, you hire a lawyer without giving the lawyer money. We got to give the man money before the man represents you. How much was the retainer that Greene gave the Somali man? You want to tell us? No, he's not telling all these things. But he said the man is false, he's lying. Please disregard the family connection and speak out. Were you not the same person few months ago who falsely, how is it false when somebody say, oh, Greene hired lawyer? If you give us the total amount, maybe we'll say, okay, you exaggerated. But until you tell us the man spent thousands of dollars, that's true. He didn't say millions of dollars. He said thousands. What Greene spent, Greene did not spend $100 on the Somali man. It's thousands of dollars. So Geleo is not wrong. When did you get to realize that he is your family member? Okay, so that's Slabe Sennay saying that. When did you get to realize that Greene is your family member? The man realized it a long time ago, and that's why you were calling him to talk to him. And Greene is not listening. Every communication, leave the family rolls with the chair and say, oh, when they are meeting a house, when you are making a report, oh, everybody will have problem with Greene communication. Everybody got a problem with Greene communication. Greene is admitted that. So here's the cross of the comment from Slabe Sennay. In difficult situation, the true and real family member always constitute the support system of his or her family member. All right, that's Slabe Sennay. In difficult situation, Greene should not have been in a difficult situation. He created it for himself deliberately because he wants to be a macho man. He's a strong man. He's a lion. He's a hurricane. Roll up your sleeves. Those are Greene words. 0 degree tolerance. So when you deliberately put yourself in a difficult situation, you want the family to blindly support you. Alexander Geleo took there saying, no, I cannot be a blind loyalist to my family when he is wrong. So if you, Slabe Sennay, wants to be a blind loyalist, go ahead. But it is wrong. So Slabe Sennay, what Slabe is telling us, in other words, is in the case, let's assume right now Greene is causing social and economic deprivation in the Sapo land, right? That's what he's doing. So it's another form of killing people. If you don't educate people, you are psychologically killing the people. If you don't give people food and stuff like that, you are also killing them. You are depriving them food. Almost, yeah. All right, you are depriving them food. So Greene is literally or indirectly killing our people. Slabe Sennay said, I will support my family member. So assuming that Greene was child stealer and he murdered 250,000 people, Slabe will still support him because family in difficult time, that's when you know the real family member. That's when you know the true family member. You support when somebody kills other people's family, they deprive other people resources, support your family member. That's the kind of bad legacy. You see why, you know why Chucky Taylor is in jail for 97 years? It's the same philosophy that Slabe is preaching. Charles Taylor, the father of Chucky Taylor, murdered 250,000 people, and Chucky said, I'll support my father. So the United States, they say, you are a citizen, you can't do that. You kill innocent people in your other country. That's why they put in jail for 97 years. Slabe Sennay said, I'm a loyalist to my family. I'm not a loyalist to the community. No. And I was trying to explain to Slabe, you have to understand it this way. The family is subordinate to the community. Slabe Sennay said, the foundation of everything is family. The foundation of everything is family. So my family first. So I said, okay, I tried to explain to the brother, but everybody, some people are the bold man for Greene now, so you got to show it muscle. But if you have a family, because the community is bigger than the family, the survival of the family is contingent upon the success of the community. So let's put it this way. We have a community called Pennsylvania. It's a state. All right, it's a community. It's not a nation. It's a community in the state, in the country called United States. And this community, they establish firms, they establish jobs and those things. So in the morning, Slabe Sennay will wake up and go to work. He's not going to a family place. It's because of the unity of the community that Slabe Sennay will go to work. Dax Ayopo will go to work. All the other people will go somewhere to go to work. He's not going to a family. So the survival of the family is contingent upon the unity of the family. If the community is in chaos, the family will not make it. And that's why in Liberia, I told you, this family is subordinate to the community, and the community is subordinate to the nation. I was trying to explain to the brother, but no. You know why the family disintegrated in Liberia? Because the nation, which is supreme to everybody else, it was in chaos. And that's why people were running helter-skelter all over the place. So the family is not supreme. You can't put the family before the interests of the community or the nation. It's subordinate to everything else. So, ladies and gentlemen, Slabe Sennay wrote a constitution for us. And he said, you know what? I'm not obeying the constitution. I'm not going to obey. I'm not going to put the community interest over my family. I'm going to support my family member, Greene Cole Geleo. That's what I'm here for. And so go under the post that Greene wrote. Slabe Sennay is there and defending Greene. Yes, he defended Greene because of family loyalty. Wow. And I'll be thinking, I'll say, really? You serious? And these people are supposed to be educated? Wow. And so that's the case of Slabe Sennay. I just wanted to flag that to you. And so you can know who you are dealing with. I'm not putting something else out there. His own words. That's why I follow what people read and listen to people. Because that's how you know somebody, what they say and what they put on paper. That's how you know somebody. Slabe Sennay has defined himself for us. When a family steals for us, he will support the family member. When the family polarizes the community, he will support the family member. When the family disrespects the community and the elders and everybody else, he supports the family member. The family loyalty is above everything else in the world of Slabe Sennay. No, you can't tell your family member the wrong thing that they're doing. No, you are not loyal to the family. And I don't support that kind of philosophy. Yeah, I want to congratulate. I want to say thanks to Alexander Tote for doing the right thing, for contradicting what the bad philosophy that Slabe Sennay is preaching now. Yeah, dividing the community is better. I mean, my family unity is better than dividing. I mean, let the community remain divided. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Once I can support great actions, I'm okay. The man inherited an organization that will unite everybody happy to support him, and the man divided it. I will support him. My family is above everything else. Okay? So that's it. That's a voice of Sinoe. If you don't see it, I will bring it to you and explain it and break it down to you. Let me drink some water. Let me see some of your comments are trending, and then we'll go to the next thing. Let me see some of the comments here. Look, I can't isolate you from the conversation. Oh, Washington, hello, B-boy. How you doing, Mr. Panto? Following you from Liberia. Washington from my government camp, Santa County, Liberia. Congratulations, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Thanks for playing this great people's song, the great people's song. Okay, Austin, no problem. Zina laughed over there. Thank you so very much, brother. No problem. Happy birthday to happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, Mr. Francis Doe. Who's that? Happy birthday, Mr. Robert Doe. I think she meant to say congratulations, Mr. Judge Garteh. Okay, I don't know what that means. Haha. Stop making this statement, man. Which statement am I making again? Good evening, Chief. I am the real Sapo guy. Okay, who the first one now? I'm watching. Thank you, Mr. Modibu. It is laughable to see TeamJegbadai to go against VOSD, renowned radio station in America. I must make sure that justice prevails in the interest of the Sapo people. I agree with you. From now forward, if anyone uses profanity language on our most responsible, respected, and energetic leader of the United Sapo Association in Americas, we and the surrogates will definitely respond if we deem it necessary. I don't know what I left that was surrogate, but anyway. Washington from Norway, thank you, sir. We are tired of insults from wherever it is coming from. And I feel it is time to defend ourselves and our down-to-earth leader of the United Sapo Association in Americas. Okay. Are you not tired, brother? Every time you come on Facebook Live, Greene Cole Geleo, today, Greene Cole Geleo, tomorrow, what should be on our mind for 2022 is how everyone can come on board. Okay, if Greene Cole Geleo does the right thing, I will leave him. Again, I'm not one of those people that will talk about one thing and go to the next thing. No, I'm very stubborn. That's why I don't get on something easily. You know, that's why I would take my time to get involved. Okay, so this campaign is a campaign to liberate our people. You know, the old system, you know what they used to do? That what corruption is still in our community or in our country. It permeates every facet. They will come, and when it comes to everybody, yeah, corrupt from there, and they put it on the carpet, it's done, it's gone away. No, in the world, that's how you put it. I'm very stubborn. I will repeat it over and over again until the right thing is done. Greene is not making reform. He's not thinking about changing in ways, in bad ways, I should say. And so every time I come here, sir, if you want to, they got a lot of platforms. If you don't like my redundancy, I'm okay with that. Go watch another platform. But in as much it is wrong, I will say over until the guy repents. He's not repenting. He on Facebook writing, oh, the table has turned. That's why he on. And so I should leave him. No. When people are suffering, you're talking about table turning, and the table is not turning in the favor of the people. It's turning in your favor so you can dance. Oh yeah, every time I come, I repeat that. And when you can go on the other show to criticize, you always have negative thoughts towards Madison. I mean, Madam President, that's the nature of democracy, is the man's view. I can let a man express the way he feels. We can't suppress people's opinion. They can criticize me. That's how you put it. I'm criticizing people anyway. I'm in the public, so I'm open to criticism. But your criticism should be something compelling. It should be something that will surmount what I'm saying. But it can be subordinate to what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Our union will continue to exist even with the circumstances within the union. The administration will continue to perform and support the people of the Sapo people, which is our binding duty. All right, that's Mr. Modibo. You need to desist. If you don't like what he is saying, you have a choice not to watch him. I know, right? But hey, I want the opposition to come. Let them express their opinion. Yeah. ESOTERIC, please disregard all negativities expression on your podcast. We are in your corner. As always, thank you. Thank you. I told you guys about these people. They are lying all the time. We will say it every day. Thank you. All right. Okay, those are the comments. At least I got your view out there too. Let me go to the next thing that I want to talk about here. So far, so good. We are doing good on time. All right. Let's go to what I want to talk about second to last. Let me do the sound of politics here. This one I call warning to TeamJegbadai. Warning to TeamJegbadai. Reporting false info to hot pepper against VOSD is not helpful. Okay. Warning to Team Geleo. Okay. And Geleo, she was the former president of our union. She did a great job. I'm pro-female, so I like the idea that she taking part in the political process in Liberia. Wonderful. Yeah, but if you are putting information out, mentioning the voice of the people, the information has to be presented fairly and equitably. Because I come here and represent and give everybody the opportunity to come and defend themselves. In any case, Madam Jegbadai has appeared on the platform multiple times than any of the other candidates. The platform is open because I want to give everybody the room to participate and add a view. If you have your opponent, the person comes here and says something, you have the right to come and debunk the person. I don't stop people. But when you go to Liberia and you report information to the newspaper over there, and you don't present the information accurately, then you are making your campaign difficult. Because you don't want the voice of the people to get on you. The same way I defend everybody, I have to write also the word everybody includes that's how you put it. I'm also in it. So I will not defend other people and not defend myself. So when people report negative or non-factual information, then we'll have the obligation as well to come and defend ourselves. And so I saw this article from Team Geleo, the hot pepper wrote the article. So I will share with you, and so you can tell what you can say, because I don't like to say stuff against people without showing the evidence. This is why they wrote against Daxayopode, the voice of the people. All right, and I'm not on the ballot. So what is the point of going and running smear campaign against me? Go to the people that are running against you instead of putting me and just. I was doing the right thing. I am doing the right thing, but you're going against me. You're reporting me to a newspaper. Let's go to the statement from the newspaper article. All right, there's the newspaper article here from hot pepper. I think to me it's a cold pepper. It's not hot. All right, this is what it said. Geleo, and there's a quote from her. I am that change in waiting. I am that change in waiting is the title of the article. All right. And the article goes, it was written by Hot Pepper, right? Last updated November 8, 2021. So it's relatively recent. Okay. So it says here, the first female representative aspirant of Sinoe County's District Number 3, Geleo, has said that the people of the district have resolved for change and that she is the change in waiting. Okay, the article goes on to say, Kale Jegbadai's statement is in rebuttal to a recent interview held on Voice of Sinoe USA, in which the host, Dak Sayopode Esoteric, and his guest, Alex Sonnyboy Noah, honor-rated women for the position. They say, Sonnyboy and myself, we honor-rated women. Okay? I was the one that was pressing Sonnyboy Noah. I was the one that asked Sonnyboy and said, why you can't give the women the opportunity? Excuse me, guys. Why you can't give, since the establishment of the country, we all have a female representation in the Capitol building. Why don't you give your support to a lady? And that's how the whole issue came. And the guys went, twisted the whole thing. And they said, Sonnyboy and myself, we honor-rated women for the position. I didn't honor-rate any woman. I am the voice of the people. So if you go to these newspaper and reporting your information, do so factually. If you distort, then we'll have an issue. I'm not going to allow somebody to twist my impeccable record. So they said, that's how you put the esoteric and his guest, Alex Sonnyboy Noah, honor-rated women for the position, claiming that the people of the district are not yet ready for a female lawmaker. It was Sonnyboy Noah who said it. And I was asking a question. I will play that portion of the video so all of you can hear it. So you guys cannot pull me. If you want to make the campaign difficult for yourself, then of course you can put that so you put there and spear the pristine platform of the people of Sinoe County. You can't do that. So they said, according to her, as a female, she is politically fit and intellectually prepared for the responsibilities that come with the position. She noted that as a floor fighter, she is ready to change her male or to challenge her male counterparts. Okay, I have no issue with that. Jegbadai expressed dismay. Okay, Jegbadai expressed dismay in the Voice of Sinoe for moderating a discussion that focuses on denigrating female politicians instead of creating a leveled playing field for the gender. Okay, and this is annoying to me. You can say that. You cannot say that. I have not denigrated any woman on this platform. In any case, I am the defender of the ladies. Okay, I am. Tell me any Sanoyan that has defended the women more than that, you put it. So to say Jegbadai expressed dismay in the Voice of Sinoe for moderating a discussion that focuses on denigrating female politicians instead of creating a level playing field, I have been doing that, and that's why I gave her the opportunity to become here more than all the other candidates. I gave her the opportunity to support her. I didn't think she's doing something wrong. I got all my children are girls. So why would I be anti-females? And somebody will go over there and smear the voice of the people. This is unjust. So she said, playing field for the gender, which is exerting all efforts to compete with the counterpart in a male-dominated society. She urged that the platform be used to showcase experience in leadership, as well as pointing to tangibles done for the county and its people. All right. She stated, even at the international level, politics is all about who you are and what you bring to the discourse as a leader. As an astute female flow fighter, I believe in collective effort in addressing major issues. Okay, unquote. Commenting on her impact in the district and the county at large, Jegbadai noted that she served as president of the United Sapper Association in America 2 times, and that during her leadership, lots of development initiatives were carried out in the county, observing that the records are there, which the Voice of Sinoe is aware of. Yes, we are cognizant of what she did, but we are not happy about her giving the station wrong information. Okay, she entreated a talk show host of Voice of Sinoe to follow the fundamentals of journalism by being balanced and accurate in disseminating information to the public. Okay, what is the wrong information I disseminated? They don't tell. She didn't tell the people the wrong information. Your opponent, Alison and Boy, Noah, is your opponent. And he came here and said something. I even said out, she sent me information. She said, I want to come and report it. I said, okay, we organize the show. And she declined at the last minute. So the platform is available. I didn't deny people of coming on the platform. So you can't say it is not balanced. This is a terrible article here. The information, because the newspaper would not write what they don't give them. So the information, either the newspaper, the author did not listen keenly, or they give wrong information to the newspaper. That's one of the two I can think of. Jegbadai, who is said to be making headways among her colleagues, contestants ahead of the 2023 general and presidential elections, stated that if elected come 2023, district number 3 would be second to none in terms of development. I am a result-oriented individual, and your so-called political platform can derail me. Victory is said, she noted. Okay, this is the article from Hot Pepper. They're taking shot at the wrong person. The man who is creating the corridor for everybody to come for their voices to be heard. Now they are distorting what we have been doing here. And this is not fair to the platform. I'm here to defend you people, but I'm also here to defend myself. When we do justice to you, do justice to us. Don't twist things around. Now, let me show you what the information they reported to the newspaper. Let me share that part of the interaction I have with Alison Bono, so you can hear my side and hear what Sonny said. Okay, I'm not here to do injustice to people. I'm the follower of justice. I'm here to free Sinoe, so I can do injustice to people. All right, here we go.
We play that. Election. But because our people look at everybody, and because the way other people did things that they could do, not knowing what would have happened, that which was now a good thing that happened. But that's life uncertainty. Right. So, I mean, I used that opportunity to go to school. In 2017, they told Kolo, Reverend say want to sit down, he refused. That even led to somebody dying. Now he begging, all day he begging people to reconcile. Yeah, at the same time, somebody I got bored. I think you begged the story.
Yeah, Mike Norman.
Right?
Yeah.
That we
I just saw the story the other day.
Then I go down with our
reconcile with the people.
Yes, he begging every night.
Oh wow.
And someone always help him. That man.
So it actually took responsibility for that, because that's the one I saw the post when he went to reconcile.
But what he is doing now is a charade. Just because he wants to go for the election. And our people too, I let it when they're doing it. We're talking to them to just get a cow and something. He just feed, the people forget. So he forced it, he contested, and those things happened. So, but denigrated the name of our district.
I don't want to run out of time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Engage with it.
So just follow, okay? The issue of ladies actually was raised by me. Listen.
Okay, audience and stuff like that. So our viewers, welcome again. My special guest in studio today is the co-manager of SADO County, or director. Is that the right title?
Yes.
Okay, director of SADO County. All right, so he's my special guest. We're talking about his 2023 campaign here. Yeah, but Mr. Noah, before we segue, before we transition to something else, I look at the population, the composition of the Liberian Congress, right? I think in the lower house you have about 8 or 9 females, and then at the upper house you got only 1 female there. And here our district now, you spoke of some ladies coming in. Are you for women empowerment? I mean, they are less represented in Congress. Why not?
I mean, based on what you just heard, am I denigrating female, or I'm pushing the interests of the women? Is that something bad? I say, I wanted to ask the question. Look at the Capitol building. We have less female representation, you know, and that's the question. Listen to the interaction.
Not give or support a female.
I wish it were.
I'm asking why you can give your support to a female. Okay, that's why I asked anybody. No, I listen to the reaction.
Peter Pageant. Then we would have sat down and then we look at a woman to go for it. Honor our constitution or honor our jurisprudence is something that you can fight for. So constitutionally, if a woman strong. You see, you saw Senator Nyombi Kanga Lauren winning 2 times in sequence. That tells you that she has some level of backing in terms of the relationship with the people. So I wish they were Beating Saloon were opening. I wouldn't have gone there. I would go to Barber's shop. But that's something that men and women can go to and fight over it, and our people make the decision. So, I mean, we encourage them. The fact that they even vent, because before, you will see some level of elevated. The woman will just say this thing and say, no, that man thing. But thank God, for some of our women who want to go home from the U.S., they venture into it. And we encourage them. And I hope after you lost the election, don't come back to the U.S. Because, I mean, we need population, we need everything in the district. So if that goes and contests, and I win, stay there, be there until 2029 again. When I beat you, you lead there again. I mean, when we do it, we'll be plenty. So we encourage all of our women. And it's a good thing. Again, some of them who need to hearing, nobody have told me that they contest. I only know that I'm contesting. So if a woman is contesting, we pray that they will be, I mean, running the way we run. We pray that, I mean, we run together, but I know at the end of the day.
I saw your beautiful daughter here. She's not too far. My children, they love her. I mean, why don't you I follow you closely in Sino? I mean, the young people follow. Why can't you put your weight beyond one female? I mean, Sino.
I'm still making the case for women, right? I'm still pushing the agenda. I know something about, I know his daughter very well. She's not too far. My children, they love her. You know, I was telling him, man, your daughter is right here. Why don't you set an example? At least you'll be the first man to support a female representative in our district to break our record. Listen, and somebody will go and smear my beautiful, the nice stuff I say and go turn it around to a newspaper.
I don't know.
So why you
hold on. Let me end my thought.
Why you do that?
Let me end my thought. Yeah, let me end my thought. My thought here is, I mean, I try to look at the history. I don't know whether we have had a female representative in Sino before. Right now, it's all men. I mean, why don't you put your weight beyond one female?
So is that a bad thing to say over there? And somebody will go smear I mean, the records are there. Everything that I do here is embedded in the belly of the internet. So you can go and turn things around when I see them. I'm a researcher. I will follow all the politicians, everything you say. I will debunk you.
Two things I would recommend.
Yeah, the way a woman would represent a woman or man would not do it.
Two things I would recommend.
Yeah.
Let's talk to one of Zaza. A lot 3 years will give it to woman.
I'm making the case, but the man say, "Oh, we should tell Zaza to give the last 3 years to a woman." Who is that a bad thing? I said, guys. I mean, just listen. I mean, if you are listening and you make your own call. It's so Voice of Sino here is a fair platform. So for somebody to come and say, "Oh, the man and they're denigrating females," what did I say here that is denigrating the female? That's saying females should not be represented. Did I say anything here?
Just this it, right?
The last 3 years, what do you mean?
I mean, you have from here to 2023 for election, right? So see, because we are running the woman without winning.
Without winning?
That's my point. Because
okay, he said the woman will not win. I said, I'm asking, they will not win. Why? Listen,
because that you, since you left your hometown, it's almost 20 to 20 something years. It will take you time to be able to get back, so that those young people who were year zero when you left, today they are 20 years, they need to know you. It has their own empowering election. It's not coming from America or coming from anywhere and say you want to get an election because
that's what I'm saying. Illinois is on the ground. The people know it. Put your weight beyond. So when we got the lady on the ground, she'll be an image for your daughter. Be like one.
Is that a bad thing I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen? You are following. I'm still pushing the interest of the woman. I'm pushing the brother to support beyond a female, and somebody will turn everything around.
That lady can do it. I mean, whoever you give your father makes the person to become lawmaker. Yes, sir.
Respect to the vice president of our country.
So guys, that's a portion of it. So at least you can get the evidence, so you can know what went on, for which the people are going over there and try to spoil the image of Voice of Sino. Okay, and we are here to defend everybody, including Voice of Sino in the diaspora. Okay, we are not exempt. We defend ourselves. If you want to run smear campaign that will not work, we'll also defend ourselves. Okay. All right. So let me show you another example of Voice of Sino defending females. Okay. Let me show you another example. The evidence there, the records are there, and so we can show it to the people. We're not here to pull women down. We are pro females. Listen to this one. That confusion too much. Sectionally, you are misogynist people. You marginalize the females, and you are telling me you are advocating for the people. No female inside the country qualified. Does it sound like somebody who is against female? Does it sound like somebody against females? This other young man I brought him, he's the secretary for the group they call Jettisoned Redemption Movement, which I call Jettisoned Retarded Movement. Okay? The man came here and he was talking about, oh, women should wait. And that's what pissed me off. I was shouting at him. You can't tell the ladies to wait. Listen, to get a job, Bernard, that's what you want to tell me? Bernard, the project is not for Teahjay. Teahjay is building that for you. So when you want to build project, you say, no, that's not what we want. So, I mean, I'll just show you a little bit. That's why some couple of things the guy said that would piss me off, okay? You were supporting somebody's corrupt. And number two, you were telling the ladies to wait because they sent 7 names for employment and no one female were on it. And I said, Bernard, why no female was included in the group? And he said the female they should wait. And it pissed me off. And that's why I went off on the brother. And somebody will go to a newspaper and say, oh, the guy, he denigrating female, he agreeing. They'll stop that. You know, the voice of Sinoe is here. I'm here to defend myself. I'm here to defend everybody. All right? So that's it. It's just a warning to Team TeamJegbadai or all the political teams. If you want to put information out there on voice of Sinoe, you got to be accurate. Otherwise, it will not be good for your campaign. Because we dig and show your record to the people. Whereas, on the other hand, we'll show our record to the people. I just show my record that I'm not anti-female. If you have anything out there, or voice of Sinoe, ban against female, pull it out so we can see it. But so the article written by Team TeamJegbadai, so I condemn that article. I don't appreciate the team going over there and giving false information to a news article about a credible platform. All right. Just a warning. I'm not here to bash the candidate, but I'm just saying them factual information. Just the same way we are doing here. We'll give the evidence and we'll talk about anything here. We'll give you the evidence. Okay? Let me see some of the comments that are coming up here when I was talking. Let me see some of the things that people are saying. But you're responding to the right thing. Is your brother Jala? I don't understand why these guys. Okay, I think I read that. Maybe they think Alison and Noah was the host. Dr. Airport Esoteric, how people, newspaper didn't comprehend the discussion before publishing this article. I think so. They have to explain better. They got to get the information out, accurate information. All right. Yeah, he's my brother. I speak the truth. Check all my videos. Video on Facebook. I don't take one side. Okay. All right. If you want the community to come together, you need to speak to the text G code you will be publishing. Okay. You will never see his comment on any of SS posts or Green posts. Okay. All right, so guys, that's the issue of the TeamJegbadai. Let's go to my last talking point for the day, and we'll be out. The last thing that I want to talk about, and so we can call it a day. The platform is here as well. If you want to participate, anything that I said, you're also free. That's why the number is always over there. You can call the number. I'll bring you on to participate. All right, I just want to bring the last one I want to talk about for the day. Hugh Bladee called Milton Teahjay gangster, and Teahjay validated Hugh. Okay, Hugh Bladee, I'm told, is the chairman for Team Teahjay. He is the chairman for the political team for Teahjay re-election. So Hugh Bladee, if you don't know who Hugh Bladee is the guy right here. He's in Rwanda. He is the chairman for Team Teahjay. And what he said about Teahjay, he called the man a gangster. Okay, I will send a link shortly. I will send a link, Madam President. He called Teahjay a gangster. Okay? And Teahjay himself validated what Hugh Bladee said. Now, the first question we should ask, why should the people of SADO County elect a gangster? The man who is the chairman for Teahjay's team, he said, my candidate is a gangster. He believes in gangsterism. And the candidate himself came up and said, yes, I am a gangster. So it begs the question, why the people of SADO County should elect a gangster. Okay, now just a little teaser. Let me show you evidence of, again, we don't talk stuff here without the evidence. Okay, but what I want to do here first, let me send an invite to somebody here who wants to come. Let me send the link quickly, and I'll be talking about that shortly. All right, the link is sent. Okay, I sent the link already. So let's see what the person will get on. But in the meanwhile, let's talk about Hugh Bladee. He calls Teahjay gangster. The man who is the chairman for Teahjay campaign team. He calls the man gangster. And then Teahjay himself came and validated what Hugh Bladee said. All right. Now, before I even show you what Hugh Bladee said calling Teahjay gangster, we want to also show you other things that he said before even calling the man a gangster. Okay, the man that Hugh Bladee is bringing to us to be re-elected, what he said about him. If you don't know Teahjay, by the way, this is the man here, the car roll, the man who stole young lady's car. Okay, Patricia Flomo is still crying for a vehicle. Milton Teahjay refused to give the vehicle. So this is the man, the gangster, the thief, the car roll, broad day. And the man Hugh Bladee said he is supporting to be the leader of the people of SADO County, but he calling the man a gangster. Gangster in coat suit, gangster in glasses, gangster in the Capitol building. All right, like Hugh Bladee, who is a gangster? Let's read the stuff where that will define what a gangster is. All right. Now the chairman, this guy, the chairman for Teahjay, Hugh Bladee, himself calling Teahjay a gangster. Or the man believes in gangsterism. You must be gangster to believe in gangsterism. It cannot be an ethical man and believe in gangsterism. So the man said Teahjay is a gangster, and Teahjay himself validated it. But before we come to that statement again, let's look at some things that Hugh Bladee said about the man he's selling to us. This is one thing that Hugh Bladee said one time. He published it on SADO Forum. The information right before you. I'm not making anything of it. Hugh Bladee said, Senator Teahjay. All right, guys, I think I got somebody at the back here, and then I will continue with this. So let me bring somebody impromptu. I think it's the president of the United Sapota Association in Americas, Madam Frances Myers. I don't know what she wants to say. It's an impromptu guest. You know, that's why we call them Voice of Sinoe. Yeah, somebody is, especially the high-profile people, when it just, you know, appear like that, we call it impromptu. It's unplanned, okay? So let's hear what the president has to say here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinguished honor at this point to invite on camera the president of the United Sapota Association in the Americas, Her Excellency, President Frances Myers. Madam President.
Well, good afternoon to everybody. I hope you can hear me loud and clear.
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
Thank you, Zaya Poler. Thanks everybody for watching my work. As you can see me, I just decided to just come on live briefly. As you all are aware that tomorrow is Christmas. So I just wanted to come here to say Merry Christmas to my people.
Madam President, sorry for interrupting. Your device is cracking out a little bit.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll manage with that.
Okay. Like I said, tomorrow is Christmas. So I just decided to come on live to just say Merry Christmas to everybody in the Sapo land, both in the U.S. and in Liberia as a whole. I'm happy that we all can celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ tomorrow, even though the host do not believe that, but you know, he will be fine. I just want to say
Okay, go ahead.
he will be just fine. So Merry Christmas to our people. We want to say we love you. We are thinking about you, and we will make sure that our union will be whole again. This is the reason that we were elected. We were elected so that we can unite our community. We'll do everything in our power. We'll do everything that we can do to put our community together. So I just want to speak to this briefly. Don't listen to the things on Facebook. There are a lot of stuff that you will see on Facebook. There are a lot of distractions that you will see on Facebook. I just want to give our community some calmness. Be calm. We are still in court. Unfortunately, we don't want to be in court, but we are in court, and the court process has not yet even started. It has not even yet started. Like Malisi said, right now, all the day was to secure the money. So all the lawyers, they were to secure the money. The court process has not even yet started. So nobody should fool you that they have won the case, that the case is over, that the table has turned, that everything. And for me, it is sad. I'm sad. Because for this Christmas, we should be together as one body, be celebrating Christmas, not as a divided body. So if people are celebrating that we are divided, and they find pleasure to go on Facebook to celebrate division, then I'm sad. Because that is not what United Sample Association is about. We call ourselves USAA, United. So we should not be happy if we are in court and we are spending money unnecessarily. Money that we would have took that money and send it to Liberia and tell our people celebrate Christmas, celebrate New Year. But we are giving it to lawyers, and people are on Facebook and they are happy. I'm sad. For me, I'm having a bad Christmas, matter of fact, because this is not the Christmas that I want. So I just want to come on this brief broadcast to say to my people, let us all be patient. The process is unfolding gradually. We have not even gotten there yet. We got a long way to go. So don't be fooled by anything. If you love the Sample people, all you can do is preach peace, how we can come together as one body. For me, that's all I want. If today Greene Geleo agree to surrender, that we can come together as one family, definitely we will be together. So I just want to say that, to say Merry Christmas to the Sample people. Merry Christmas to our people in the United States. Merry Christmas to our people in Liberia. We love you and we're thinking about you. Keep us in prayers that this too shall pass away. Thank you, Zaya Polia, for having me briefly. Like I said, I just came here to say hi to the people. Thank you.
All right, my brother, before you go, you have a special message, Christmas message, greetings on Christmas Day itself.
Yes, and my Taname secretary will put our greeting out.
All right, my brother. Thank you for coming on.
I just want to say Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Jesus is born. He is born so that we can reunite with the Father again. So we are happy, we are celebrating, even though we are not very happy because we got another death in our community. My dear sister, our mother, missionary host, just lost her life. And as I learned that the body is in Pennsylvania as I speak. So we are not really happy because it's like from one death to another death to another death. So as a community, we are bereaved. We are bereaved. We are sad again. We just buried our former vice president. Now we got another death that we're going to bury again, even though I don't know the date of the funeral yet. But we are sad. And we just want to say to our community, we are sorry for all the deaths that are occurring in our community. We're going to pray that God will heal our land and heal our hearts. So that's all I want to say this Christmas. As you go about your Christmas, please be careful. If you go in the store, please be careful. Please lock your cars. This is Christmas season. Don't get carried away. Let us bad things happen during Christmas time. People buy. There are bad people out there, so be careful with yourself. But the official message will come out tomorrow, and we will just say Merry Christmas and a happy, prosperous New Year. Thank you.
All right, Madam President, thank you. Thank you for joining us. All right, so that's the President of the Union, Her Excellency President Francis Clark Myers, briefly over there to just stop by to wish the celebrants of Christmas happy Christmas and happy New Year. Yeah, Merry Christmas, actually. Excuse me, guys. I'm grappling with cold. All right, so the president said a couple of things. Let's summarize quickly what she said before we go to our last talking point here. She said our union will be whole again. All right, that is the message of a good leader. She reassuring the people, our union will be whole again. All right, this too shall pass away. That's what she said. You know, bad times don't last forever. This too will pass away. All right, she say, don't listen to everything that you see on Facebook or that you hear on Facebook. Don't listen to those things. They are the leaders. And so when you want to get the facts, reach out to the leader. She is the leader of the community. She's accessible. Anytime you call her, you don't have to worry about somebody not answering your phone. And she's always available to pick up her phone. If she doesn't pick up, she will call you. I mean, she's very good at that. You know, that what she's the leader, the people. So if you have any issue, anything you see on Facebook, don't listen to it. She said, call the relevant authority, the board of directors. They are available. And the local leaders, the executive leaders are also, you call your chapter president as well. And those are the people, not Facebook, okay? If you want to, if the information on Facebook, the credible ones, if you want to get it, they might give it to, not always, but they might give it to that voice assigner to come and report the information to you. All right? Excuse me. She said the co-president has not started. All right? That's something we just secure the money. And so the going to the meat of the case. Excuse me, man. What's going on? Bring up on anybody there. All right, so that's something she said. And she was specific. She said, I am sad. And that again, that shows a good leader. I mean, a leader cannot be happy when people are divided. You know, that shows that President Francis Clark Myers, she genuinely cares for the people. She said, I'm very sad. I'm not having a good Christmas because of what is going on. We're supposed to be one community. We're supposed to have dinner together and celebrate Christmas together, and we are divided. So she said, I am sad. That's something that Francis Clark Myers said. We should not be happy when we are in court. That's something she said. We should not be happy when we are in court. It's not a good thing that you are specific, spending money and all of that, giving it to people that don't deserve the money. We shouldn't be happy about something like that. Excuse me, guys. And she said, I'm having a bad Christmas. That's something she said. And she said we should preach peace. Okay? That's something she also said. So it's a positive, reassuring message from the president. Very brief, but quite substantive. It has meat in it. And that's how a leader is supposed to speak. A leader cannot come over the valley of a vice president and say, this is not time for peace. No, that's not leadership. All right? Like your man Greene Cole Geleo say, yeah, we need peace, but it's not right now. It's not over the valley of my vice president. Excuse me. Okay, so now let's get to the last thing that I want to talk about, and we'll be done for the day. My kids, I had to take them out. I promised that I'll make a promise to them. So let me wrap up so we can take the girls out. All right. So now let's see. The last thing I was talking about here before the president came on is what the chairman of Greene, not Greene, but Geleo. No, it's not Geleo. No, Teahjay. Sorry. Teahjay chairman, campaign chairman Hugh Bladee, what he said. There's a call coming here. Let me see it. Geleo. No, is that Geleo? Hello? Hello? Hold on, say Diana. Hold on a second. Hello? Yeah, you're very low. I don't know what. Hello, go ahead.
I said good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
And compliment to
Compliment of the season?
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right, what you to say?
I'm calling in consent because my president just left the show. And I called to say thank you to her.
Okay.
What a leader does or do. When something is coming up in the community, the leader come up and speak on it. If a holiday is coming, the leader come up and tell the people, her people or his people, happy holiday. So, Madam Clark, keep on the good work. I think a few days ago or last week, Saturday, I think, between there, I was scrolling through Facebook and I bought away a show they call Talk, I know, True Talk Show or whatever show. And why I got on there, I was hearing the host of the show was talking that the president stole $2,000.
Oh wow.
The people behind her to put the money back, and I think he said, or the other person said and she refused or whatever. And they were talking that her own government is a criminal government.
Wow.
I like, okay, then how she stole the $2,000. So I kept quiet and I left. I ain't say anything I ain't respond to them. I ain't call in. I just left the show and I was thinking about it. But then I called Edith to find out. And Edith told me, say it's not true. So that's why I did not call yourself. So, Madam President, I wish you success in your leadership. And I wish you long life. Lead your people to the 40s. Fight for your people. Do the good thing. We got your back. All the hypocrites, then our God will bring them to shame in the proper time. That's why I call in. Thank you.
All right, so Diana, thank you so much. Thank you.
Response to all my Sapo people in the land and in America. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. To all my family around the world, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. May the Almighty God grant our heart desire in Jesus' name.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Jesus is coming back.
Yes, he is.
He carry out. What? We'll get you on a plane to go to heaven, or we fly with green wings.
He got it on. Wherever he gave us to fly that way with you.
Okay. All right. Say that. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. All right, guys. That's the people that know when the president speaks, they have to come and give some reaction support to the president. So she was moved by the president's poignant statement, the show of leadership. All right, guys. I'll soon be over here. Wait for me. I'm about to be done here. All right, the ladies are here. I'm a ladies fighter, so the girls will soon go to the You're distracting me now. All right, I'll soon be done. All right. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about before I go, what the chairman of what the president said, Diana said, the guy said the administration stole $2,000. Come on, how can you just make allegations and you don't even show anything? But anyway, that's what they know for, so we shouldn't waste our time on that. They're always known for. Guys, you gotta go back in the room. You are disturbing. I'm hearing you. Thank you. All right, so let me see our chair lady here, Alfred Yunti. Are you not tired of watching Madison? You have a choice. If you have a problem with whatever he does on his show. Okay, yeah, I got the people that support. I got a lot of support out there, But again, you let the brother to give a contrary view. That's fine. I have no issue with it. All right, there's another call coming here again. Let me see. Hello, who's this?
This is the chairman of membership.
Okay, welcome, sir. How you doing? What's your take?
I'm doing great. I'm doing good. I just want to kind of debunk the news that was just delivered by our sister when she listened to that show.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see another caller here. Let me merge your caller. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Mandible.
Yeah, so we are not the kind of people. Our leader is a good leader. She's there for everybody. I never heard anything about embezzlement by our leader, and we don't want people to go on other shows and carry these false news or defame people's character. So I'm just calling in to say that she's a great leader, and what she said today, it was great, that we all need to come together, and she spoke from the heart as a leader, and that's why that the kind of leader we need. But when people go on other show and say these things, when we hear it, we have to talk and debunk these things, because it's the same enemy that we see that carry the news here and there. I just want to say thank you, Madam President, and continue to lead this union. We appreciate everything that you do, and we love you to the best. And God bless you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Martin. Thank you so much. Mr. Garteh.
Hey.
What's your take?
Oh, thank you for the show in the first place.
No
hey,
problem.
thanks to everybody. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to every one of our members, brothers and sisters here and there. Oh, I want to say thanks to the president. Thanks to you. And to three things I need to speak to. Mr. Garteh, he's my own brother from Norway. He want peace. We all want peace. But if we can't speak to the truth and continue to speak to the truth and remain to the truth, and we try to just continue talking about peace or unity, the peace cannot come, or the unity cannot come if you can't speak to the truth. Because that's why we are here today. We're afraid to speak to the truth. We're afraid of our name spoiling. We're trying to be the good one, and that's why I even use my words. The gospel preachers should be the last one making comment. And when they make a comment, it should be a comment that people will do with it, people will relate to. It doesn't matter what side you are. But if they make some comment that is not corresponding to the issue, or they are not speaking directly to the issue, then we have to talk about it. Like I said, he's my own brother. So I will tell him too. He's watching, he's listening. He need to remain to the issue and speak the truth and regain the true speaker, not because he wants peace, so he should, pour his garment down because he wants peace, so he must put his garment down and let his God, be wasted like that. That's number one. And number two here is, first of all, like the president spoke, like I said the other day, how president behaved. You can see the difference between Greene Geleo leadership and Madam President Meyer leadership. When during our brother's death, she woke us and spoke wisely to everybody, and people saw it. He did it at the same time when our president died, and he keep on doing the same thing. But every time our brother come on stage, he always bring division. And that's why he had his brothers and nephews on his side, continuing to teach him to speak negative things on the platform. Slabe, who we thought he had master degree, his brother, division cadres. These are the people that will be the last person speaking. And when they speak, because according to their degree, they need to speak according to their degree so that people can understand that tomorrow when you want to know 2 + 2, you can run to them. Well, how can I run to Slabe if I want to know 1 + 1? The man cannot even put 0 + 0 together. So these are the people we cannot. And one thing I want to tell every one of you before I go, we need to set example and bound some of these people in our community when something happens. and they are not standing for the justice, or they're not standing because they feel that they are their brother or they are their sister, and they want to destroy it. We cannot keep these people among our midst, because at the end of the day, we'll go back to the same issue. So from now on, Sapo men, Sapo woman, if Sapo men do wrong, they got certain time to be in the community to hold any position or to talk on any platform that concerning the Sapo people. Because when you speak and when you do for the people as the leaders, that's what the people follow.
Right.
So we cannot allow these people back in our communities and give them leadership or give them role to be able to speak. But one thing I gotta say, thank every one of you, and peace power will talk peace. I always tell you, I say peace will come. The reason we use the language are the kind of language that people can understand. For me, that's what I always say. That's why I use the language. I said we're causing people here, everybody was keeping quiet. See, I started causing every one of them now. I said all of them run away. They can't even
so, Mr. Yonte, your brother is asking, what truth are you talking about?
The truth is, when you want to stand as a neutral person, you look at Greene. First of all, the thing that he posted, table 10, let's just use that one. Table 10, you ask him what table 10, did he give you the answer? What's the table 10?
No.
You're not telling anybody, telling what table 10. We're speaking about it, then you're right. Then if you know that, then they not give you, there's nothing they are ever said and they put proof on the page. They are never sent any piece of paper to know whatever they say is true. So if you want to bring the community together, say Greene said they are saying the truth, then let it provide the evidence. They're not providing any evidence. But you want to say, oh, we want to be, it's not every day. You're not tired of saying, how can you be tired of something that's not being faced? You drive your car and everything on your car, you keep driving. You don't think if you don't face that thing, you know what's going to happen? You're not going to go far. You'll be on the highway looking for somebody to give you a ride to go home. So these are the things that need to be fixed first. But we always continue, we want peace. We all want peace. But in which way? In which sense? We want peace because the communities are not together. So everything they'll say, oh yeah, we have peace. No. We have to deal with the people, we have to show the people sense, and we have to show them there's a consequences to everything that you do on earth. So,
all right, come on. Let me wrap up, man. I'm out of time now. Let me wrap up. All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, guys. So that's some voices of the people over there. Let me wrap up. Let me do my last talking point here. Weekend, we are off. We are coming on Saturday and Sunday. We are not here. So let me just wrap up for today. The last thing I want to talk about, Hugh Bladee called Milton Teahjay Gangster, and Teahjay validated Hugh. Okay. So again, Hugh Bladee is the campaign chairman of Milton Teahjay. Okay, comes 2023. He's currently on Facebook and campaigning for Teahjay re-election. This guy right here, he's in Rwanda. Teahjay sending some little team for him in Rwanda. He started working, so he has to defend Teahjay. Okay, but before we give you the statement itself that Hugh Bladee made, let's show you a couple of things he told us first that did not come to fruition. For number one, this one right here, the brother wrote 2019. Senator Milton Teahjay to bring in 500 solar panels to the peace-loving people of Sinoe County as a means of providing electricity to many towns and villages. That's one thing Hugh Bladee told us in the past. Since 2019, one Chinese labor has not been installed in Sinoe County. All right. This is the chairman of Milton Teahjay telling us since 2019, they're bringing 500 solar panels to the people of Sinoe County, and that has not been done. All right. That has not been done. That's one thing since 2019. I brought you on the platform the other day asking, oh, Joe, we are coming to install electric power lights all over the country, so we abandoned that project. We're not doing it anymore. So right now, what we are doing, we are building George Weah and Milton Teahjay Highway in Sinoe County. Those of you that are there, if you have the picture of the highway, please send it to me so we can see it. Milton Teahjay himself went on Facebook and wrote and said, oh, they're building the first Bekugbe and Milton Teahjay Highway in Sinoe County. Even though he was a superintendent, they gave him money, over $10 million to build roads. He ate the money. So they lied to our people. But the two of them, they kept lying. Okay, that's number one thing Hugh Bladee said. The 500 solar panels that Teahjay bringing to the peace-loving people of Sinoe County, we haven't gotten the Chinese labor here in Sinoe County, okay? Even though a boss man was giving money to electrify the biggest city in Sinoe, Greenville, they call that project Greenville Electrification Project. All right, so Greenville is dark right now. Teahjay ate the money. All right, that's the chairman of Milton Teahjay. That is history. Now, what else did Hugh Bladee tell us about his boss man? This is what he wrote on Facebook. He wrote in 2018 about Milton Teahjay. The biggest question we need to ask Elijah Deviusar is how Teahjay became statutory district. All right, that's the question. You say you are replying to something that Elijah Deviusar said. So he said the first question, the biggest question we need to ask Elijah Deviusar is how Teahjay became statutory district. Okay, that's the first thing. Let me get to my other device. I like to be monitoring when I'm talking. So he went on to say, Hugh Bladee went on to say, he became statutory district. It's so small. All right. He said, I call him the chairman of Milton Teahjay talking, Hugh Bladee. He says, sorry, God. He said, Milton Teahjay used the tyrannical that Hugh Bladee talking about his boss man, telling the man he's selling to us. He said Milton Teahjay used the tyrannical. When something is tyrannical, it suppresses people. It's a dictatorship. It's dictatorial. So he said Milton Teahjay used the tyrannical regime of jailed President Charles G. Taylor to illegally, these are the chairman of Teahjay's campaign chairman words, okay? To illegally, when something is illegal, it's not by law, okay? To illegally seize land that belongs to the peaceful people. He didn't say violent people, he said the peaceful people of Dwazon, okay? Now he was Bladee telling us what his boss man did, the man he wants to be the senator for Sinoe County. That's why he's telling us, all right? The man used the tyrannical regime. Basically, they suppress our people to take the people land. That's what he said. The Teahjay people also illegally or illegitimately, that the chairman talking. When something is not illegitimate, it's not legitimate. It's the opposite of legitimate. So that means it's not by law. It's not legal. Okay? The Teahjay people also illegally and maliciously, these are the words of Teahjay's chairman, maliciously took a greater portion of the Sangwan people land, which today gave birth to Teahjay statutory district. All right? These are strong words. Malicious, very bad, terrible. The man maliciously took people land, according to his chairman, a campaign chairman. The man is telling around the man with that kind of record that the man Hugh Bladee selling to you. He told us who the man is. The man is a tyrant. He used the tyrannical regime of Charles Taylor to take people land, to create a district for himself. And Hugh Bladee telling around and bringing the same man to you. I respect that. He said, I respect the legal wisdom of Elijah Sar. But it is also important to note that when a district is created, it takes into consideration many fundamental factors. People sometimes lost their current land. Okay, that's what Teahjay did. He took people land. But in this case, he said illegally. The man took people land illegally, illegitimately, and maliciously. That's what Hugh Bladee, the campaign chairman, this guy right there, that's why he said about his chairman, how the man created a district in Sinoe County. He didn't say the man did it legitimately. He said maliciously, illegally, and diabolically. That's the man that's selling Teahjay to you. He wants Teahjay to be senator, right? Now, he did not stop there. He was really wrote again. All right? That brought me to my topic today. He called the man a gangster. Okay? A gangster. He called his boss man, right? The man that Hugh Bladee wants to be the senator, he called the man a gangster. Let's come to Hugh Bladee again, what he said. This is what Hugh Bladee also wrote. And his name here, right? Hugh Bladee. What have Teahjay offered? That the man asking question. What have Teahjay offered? Let me take my logo down so you can see the whole thing here. All right. What have Teahjay offered to the people of SADO in his 5 years leadership? All right. Now, Hugh Bladee, the chairman for Teahjay campaign, is asking for the 5 years that Teahjay served as representative. No, not representative, but superintendent for SADO. What did he do? What have Teahjay done? It's going to be harsh, right? We got out what? Okay, but anyway, I'll leave that to both people then. What have Teahjay offered? What has he given our people for the 5 years he served as superintendent of SADO County? What are his legacies and benchmarks that can be seen? Okay? He goes on to say, does he have the leadership ability to lead or an ability to engage into insults? All right? He's telling you what the bossman knows. Or an ability to engage into insults, fight, tribalism, sectionalism, gangsterism, authoritarianism. What can you say to his? What can you say as his supporter or supporters? That Hugh Bladee telling us about his boss man. He listed all these things. He said what the only thing Teahjay knows is, or he knows, is to insult, to fight, to engage into tribalism, sectionalism, gangsterism, authoritarianism, okay, and all those things. That what Hugh Bladee is telling us about this man. The same man turning around and selling Milton Teahjay to be senator, to be re-elected. So in other words, what Hugh Bladee is selling to you is insult, to fight, to engage into naked tribalism, to engage into sectionalism, to engage into gangsterism, to engage into authoritarianism. When you are authoritarian, you are a dictator. You suppress people. Your voice, whatever you say, should go. Nobody view counts. And that's why Hugh Bladee is selling to the people of SADO County. Gangsterism, authoritarianism, tribalism, sectionalism, insult, to fight. That's why Hugh Bladee is selling. The chairman for Milton Teahjay, calling the man a gangster. The man believes in gangsterism. A gangster. Who is a gangster, by the way? Who is a gangster? Can somebody tell me a gangster? Who a gangster is? All right, a gangster, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, let me take that so you can see my face. Now, Hugh Bladee calling that the man he's selling to, or he just gave out the whole profile why he running for Teahjay, why he campaigning for Teahjay. For fighting to come out in SADO County, for fighting for tribalism, for sectionalism, for gangsterism, for authoritarianism. That what Hugh Bladee is campaigning, he's serving as chairman for Milton Teahjay. What is a gangster, by the way? A gangster is a bandit, a bad person. A gangster is a criminal. Okay, a criminal is another word for criminal. Gangster. It's a crook. That's a gangster. A gangster is a crook. It's a hooligan or hooligan. A gangster is a monster. It's a racketeer. It's a robber or somebody who robs people. It's a thug. I can go on and on. So that's a gangster. So Hugh Bladee is selling a gangster to us. All right? He's selling a gangster. This gangster right here who took Patricia from Oka. This is the gangster that Hugh Bladee wants to be the senator of the people of SADO County. And Milton Teahjay validated what Hugh Bladee said. I will play that audio for you too. Okay? So the gangsterism of Milton Teahjay is being showcased. The man taking people's cars. He's sponsoring bill to make rape billable or the rape of the land. That's how gangsters do. They harm people. So Hugh Bladee is selling a gangster to the people of SADO County to be re-elected. The man who sponsored rape for rape to be the law of the land. That the man Hugh Bladee is supporting. The gangster that was declared guilty for corruption. It's the same man that Hugh Bladee is supporting. The gangster, the man just told us the man believes in sectionalism and tribalism. You are fighting tribal war in the county. Boca district resurfaces in SADO County. That's the man. He said, Hugh Bladee said the man believes in, he took people land and created Teahjay 1 district maliciously, illegally, totalitarianly, in your near all the world. So the man went, he sponsored a bill to take the people, the sample people left. All right, that's a bill. That the gangster that Hugh Bladee is selling to you, the gangster, the criminal that was declared guilty, the court case right here. That a verdict. The man who refused, the gangster that Hugh Bladee is selling to you, who refused to sign for people to get jobs. The man who abandoned 74 projects, the gangster of Sinoe County, that Hugh Bladee is selling to us. The man who wants, he campaigned for 46 person to be taken for payroll in Teahjay. The district he created under the tyrannical regime of Charles Taylor, according to Hugh Bladee. Okay? The gangster that left naked $27,000 in our bank account when he left as superintendent for the 5 years. Hugh Bladee said, what did he do? And that's an example here. That's a legacy of Teahjay. He left naked $27,000 in our account. The gangster that was declared guilty and supposed to go to jail, but the people distorted the law. Okay? The gangster, all right, who was fired by Charles Taylor because he wanted someone to team up money, and Taylor said no. That the gangster that Hugh Bladee is selling to us. Well, now, did the gangster deny what Hugh Bladee said? The gangster supported it. He said, Hugh Bladee, you are right. I'm a gangster. I am a gangster. So let's invite Teahjay validating Hugh Bladee as the gangster. The gangster. The bandit, the criminal that Hugh Bladee is selling to us, people of Sinoe County. Do you want a gangster? Is that what you need? You are missing in the power structure, in the Capitol building? We have the gangster already. We don't need another gangster. So let's turn that gangster out. All right? So now let's listen to the man himself, Teahjay himself, telling us that, yes, I am a gangster. What Hugh Bladee said is true. Let's put the gangster himself that told people cop. Let's listen to the gangster.
You know what I don't want? No. I don't want Milton Teahjay or Freeman talking to destroy why we are going down. Exactly. And so with all the way I put you in a very short category of the other people, I cannot believe that you will get destroyed yourself like that in the twinkling of an eye. And something about the law, with all the political analysis you can do for myself, that you are now Christian talking to damage you permanently in all kind of politics. Somebody who got no political background, if you run, you get behind to fight the full of the country, how much are you going to go with that? And you think you can get your name to believe in what you're saying to free you up? You must not to stop on that.
You heard the word right? All of y'all will see me as a gangster. Okay, it's a gangster. Why they can't see him as an ethical man? Why they can't see him as a good man, but only a gangster? So the major validated what Hugh Bladee said. He said, I will treat Creighton Duncan inside the country, you will see me like a gangster. Now listen to him again. That means the gangster they're supporting, or Hugh Bladee is supporting, he told the man is a gangster, the man is validating it. Yes, I'm a gangster. I will treat people like a gangster. Listen.
You know what I don't want? No. I don't want Milton Teahjay or Creighton Duncan to destroy why we are going down. Exactly.
By the way, the man just told you that he's going down. The gangster told you while we are going down, I don't want Sonny Ball, I don't want Teahjay and Creighton Duncan to destroy you while we are going down. So Teahjay himself knows that he's going down. Okay? He's a gangster. And nobody wants a gangster. So Hugh Bladee is bringing gangster to us. And the gangster said, you know what, Hughes? I'm going down. I am going down. I'm a gangster. And the people don't want me. I know it. All right, listen.
And so with all the way I put you in a very smart category of the other people, I cannot believe that you will get destroyed yourself like that in the twinkling of an eye. And something about law, with all the political analysis you can do for myself. Now you have now put them up into damage you coming in these all kind of politics. Somebody who got no political party. If you run, you get behind the fight, you pull off the something. How much you gonna go with that? You need to be there when you say to free your heart. You must not be so wrong. Sorry, Mom. The way I will keep going on these all kind of all you were feeling like a gangster.
All right, so that's the gangster that Hugh Bladee, this guy is campaigning for. He bring here a gangster to us. All right, the gangster is already treating people like gangster already, taking people land. Hugh Bladee himself took us. The man took the Johnson people land. He himself from Johnson, the man took a land. But he said, no, I want a gangster still to be the senator of the people of Sinoe County. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, this is the voice of Sinoe. Will tell you the truth. They don't like it, but we say to you, we do not want a gangster, and the people who have decided that gangster himself to us, he is going down. He knows that 2023 he's not going to make it. That being said, let's end the show this way. Let's end the show this way with a beautiful song, a new music training. I think you listened to it already. Let's listen to that new music, and then we'll be out for the day. All right? The new music here.
Go to you, my dear. Mary's born child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day, and man will live forever because of Christmas Day. Have not yet the angels sing, the new king's born today, and man will live forever.
Hold on.
Because of Christmas Day.
So 3 more.
Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible say, Mary's born child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day.
That sounds good.
Have not yet the angels sing, a new king's born today, and man will live forever because of Christmas Day. Hey, my Christmas oil, my Christmas oil, yeah, my Christmas oil, yeah, my Christmas oil, yeah. Hey, my Christmas can't take your Christmas, my Christmas on you too. Yeah, Merry Christmas and God bless you, Liberian people. Yeah, enjoy your Christmas.
My Christmas on yeah, and my Christmas on yeah, my Christmas on yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I said that the preso that Christmas song that I knew when I part that training right now. All right, guys, we're out for the day. I want to say thank you. If I don't take your call, it's because I'm off. I'll give you the opportunity. Next time, if you want to be my guest, I can bring you on. Enjoy the rest of the day. And that's how we are doing it for the day. That being said, when I'm departing music again, I got my song here that I got to play before I go. After all the truth, I'm feeling telling you now, all of those that are doing bad things, I shall blend it. All right, guys, we are not here to force, but we are here to tell you the truth. All right, enjoy the rest of the day, and thanks for watching. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. We will talk to you again.
Make sure you subscribe.
All right. Prudence, you want to kind of say subscribe to? Prudence?
You like my hair?
Yeah. Yeah, they like your hair is beautiful. Come and say subscribe to, so they can subscribe to Daddy's channel. Come on.
subscribe to my dad's channel every
She has
Tuesday.
rainbow hair.
Every Tuesday and Fridays for new videos.
No.
And
Through the week.
Let's go one at a time, please.
Whoever loves my hair, click that bell button and subscribe to my dad's channel every Tuesday and Fridays for new videos.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, guys. Let's get out. Let's go get out McDonald's.
Yay!